Harry Triguboff was born in Dalian, China on the 3rd of March 1933 to Russian parents and spent his early childhood in the Jewish community of Tianjin, south of Beijing. From humble beginnings, Harry has gone on to become one of Australia's leading residential property developers as the founder and managing director of Meriton, creating over 60,000 apartments and a brand synonymous with superior quality and value.
If you go back to those early days of leaving Russia, coping with a vastly different culture in a time of change, a time of great change, and then coming on down here to Australia, who contributed in massive ways to the growth of this country.
Harry first came to Australia in 1948 as a teenager and was educated at Scots College in Sydney before attending Leeds University in England. He graduated with a degree in textile engineering and began his working life in textile businesses in Israel and South Africa. Harry returned to Australia in 1960, briefly owning a taxi fleet and a milk run before building his first block of apartments, establishing Meriton at 30 years of age.
In those days, he'd explained to me that we didn't understand apartments and financing of apartments, and we weren't lending enough money to his buyers. In time, he became so successful that he lent the money himself to the buyers, and he moved from being a borrower from the bank to a depositor.
He's done things exactly the same as when he started. Still boots on the ground, still visiting the site, still watching every single detail, still reading the market day by day.
With over half a century of experience, Meriton has built some of Australia's most iconic landmarks, including Sydney and Brisbane's tallest residential towers, World Tower and Infinity. Being self-funded, Meriton has been able to offer stability, regardless of market conditions, with a proven track record of completing every single project it has started. Harry has created a continually evolving organisation that adapts to market conditions, predicts housing trends and designs to suit customers' ever-changing needs, offering residential apartments for sale and rent, along with serviced apartment accommodation.
Ever since he started, really, he was building according to what people wanted. And then when people wanted more, then he built more. And he was a great risk taker, but in his eyes it wasn't taking a risk.
Now they're accommodation houses, which is fantastic, and they're always nice to stay in too, and they're always clean and freshly painted, and and that's the Meriton name. I don't think Harry would have it any other way.
Harry is not only one of Australia's most successful residential property developers, he is also a generous philanthropist, providing millions of dollars each year in financial support to many causes.
Harry has been extremely active in many charities. In the broader Australian community, all of the major charities have all benefited from Harry on some level, to different degrees. And within the Jewish community, you can't step into a Jewish school without seeing a Triguboff house or Triguboff room, a place that he's dedicated, paid for, and built.
In recognition of his efforts, Harry Triguboff has received 2 honorary doctorates and many honours and awards, including becoming an Officer of the Order of Australia in June 1999 for service to the community as a philanthropist and to the residential construction industry.
Harry built apartments, and he built apartments that people wanted to buy.
He's built the Sydney skyline. It's a true testament to his vision.
I take particular delight when I'm driving from the airport into the city. Shops and even supermarkets have now developed, and it's quite a hub of activity.
The product today in Meriton has changed, and because of the size of the developments, you're able to create that supermarkets, child-minding centres, which are very basic needs that people have. And Harry has been extremely good at understanding what people need.
Harry Triguboff was one of the first Australian developers to see the potential of apartment living at a time when most aspired to single-family homes in suburbia. That vision and persistent dedication has transformed the lives of thousands of Australians. Each of his developments an evolution in quality and design, driven by an understanding of the way people want to live. Ladies and gentlemen, please join the Property Council of Australia in honouring Mr. Harry Triguboff, AO, 2015 inductee to the Australian Property Hall of Fame.
Harry, I want to wish you a very special Mazel Tov and congratulations. This is a very, very big recognition.
Harry, you know, you're just eternal.
We are genuinely privileged to be part of your journey in achieving this wonderful accolade.
I'm sure that you are going to have a great evening, and thank you for all the help that you've given to me.
Harry, it gives me enormous pleasure to add my warmest congratulations and best wishes to you, and also gratitude for what you have achieved in contributing to our great nation.